The greatest ideas have come from sitting on the toilet. Every day, some company, individual, or group is known for giving the public a load of bullshit. Come here to get your daily dose of shit by Alan Cousin. It's time you hear the shit everyone wants to know.
Hello and welcome to your daily dose of shit with your host, that is I, Alan Cousin. And today is a glorious Wednesday, or hump day as we call it, meaning that the weekend is very much near but not near enough. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying today. I hope you had a great one. I basically felt like I did pretty well in my day. Got quite a lot of work done. I feel like I was appreciated in many ways, and of course, I'm still here. So anyway, talking about what my thoughts were today as I sat on my porcelain throne. Actually, it was interesting. I did my normal news, looked at my normal stock reviews. Unfortunately, there were various teens that got shot. One actually got shot in South Carolina by a store owner who said that basically he shoplifted, but now the kid is dead. There was another one who actually got shot in Louisville, Texas, in Louisville Park. Unfortunately, I believe he was 12. Not sure what's going on with these whole teen shootings and killings, and yet we all keep saying that this Second Amendment is so important to us that we have the right to bear arms, but yet do we have the right to kill with the arms that we bear? It's a question I keep asking, but unfortunately I'm not getting many answers. But as I was reading, a very interesting article popped up in my news media today dealing with Chicfila. Now, Chicfila, of course, we all know the famous and fabulous Chicfila. Chicfila is the great place where you like to get a fabulous, real chicken sandwich. Of course, those lovely waffle fries. I love their macaronis and cheese personally, but of course, they have many other things. But chicken is what they're known for. And of course, people tend to go there. Now, they've had their instances where Chicfila has stated that because they're a very religious organization, that they do not believe in such things as transgender or homosexuality. And they have noted to people that they do not have this belief, but that, of course, people that come to their restaurants, they will allow them to do so. But they really rather that they do not. Now, you would have thought that something like that would have triggered a chaotic situation where people would have protested, others would have stopped shopping there, but yet Chick-fil-A still exists. Therefore, showing you that even though they're very open and honest about what they believe in, people still enjoy their famous services as well as their delicious food, and they are still around. But today was very, very enticing and very horrific in a way, but also exciting. Chick-fil-A CEO Dan Cathy stated while he was being interviewed today that all whites should get on their knees and shine black people's shoes with a sense of shame, a sense of embarrassment for all that has occurred towards the black population since the beginning of time. He stated that the slavery should have never been created, should have never been abused and used, and he stated that to this day we should not be utilizing the moral and horrific effects of causing minorities to not get what they properly deserve and have equal rights and equal opportunities as far as jobs, pay, housing, and so forth. Now, granted, this was quite surprising to me because to see Chick-fil-A, of course, come out with such a statement, and to see the CEO of all come out and state such a statement was very, very quote-unquote surprising and I should say horrific in some ways, because some people would have been afraid to say such things and say it on national television as well. But yet CEO Dan Cathy of Chick-fil-A felt that it was necessary, felt that he needed to say it because we are not applying ourselves to understanding what minorities have gone through, what minorities continue to go through, and not understanding why minorities continually request reparations and request that they have equal and fair rights. And even on television, he actually got up and bent down and shined someone's shoes and then gave them a hug and said, "I am sorry for what we have put you through, but I look forward to having a better future with you and others around you." Now, I will say this. I do admire Dan Cathy. I do admire Chick-fil-A. I admire them for the opportunity of being honest and open, for letting people know that basically what we have gone through with minorities and slavery is wrong, and the continuous horrific situation of keeping minority people down and not giving them what they properly deserve, to make them have to fight for the right of getting the same thing that others do without doing as much work for it, is morally wrong and unjustified. I do appreciate seeing Chick-fil-A doing this. Now, getting on the knees and shining someone's shoes, I feel it's a little bit of a stretch. But I do believe that he is right. Reparations should be handed down to those who are black, and basically those who have slaves and those who do not. And because you have to understand that just because those blacks don't have slaves doesn't mean that those blacks were mistreated while living on this earth, while trying to work hard to earn successfully everything that other people who were not black did, or probably more so got easily. It's very much intriguing to see in the 2023 year that things are changing, that events and effects are occurring that you would never expect, and that people are focused and speaking out about truth, morals, ethics, and hoping that others will listen and follow by these words. So I will say that out of all the articles that I read, once I saw this particular one, I immediately stopped. I immediately read it. I immediately watched the video. And I will say that I was touched. I will say that it was admirable. I will say that it was, in all essence, something that I can truly say was well worth and needed. And hopefully that others will follow in his footsteps, so that maybe one day all people will be equally appreciated, will work and be equally paid, will actually have the ability of getting things equally done, and will not be stopped from having homes, cars, financial loans, and other things just because of the color of the skin. Now, whether reparations will ever happen, that is a question we don't have an answer to. It will happen, yes. The question is, when will it happen? But to see these actions of individuals in high stature and high power say the things that they have said to help promulgate and promote that revelations need to change, that the city and the world need to, as I call it, upgrade to a better system, and that people need to get what they rightfully deserve. It's nice to see people starting to speak out. It's nice to see people starting to see the truth and let others know about it. It's nice to see people becoming woke, as they would say. And I say to Mr. Dan Cathy, thank you for saying what you said and speaking out. And though many may stop using Chick-fil-A, you may have many more utilize you because of what you said. Because we need to understand that in this world, it is not easy to accomplish anything. In this world, you work hard for everything you earn, and you never get rightfully what you deserve. And in this world, we are all equivalently human and of the human race. And no matter how you classify us, we all bleed the same blood, same color. We all have the same amount of toes and fingers and eyes, unless we're deformed, of course, which is different. But otherwise, we are all the same. And therefore, because we are justifiably all human, then justifiably we should all have the same human, ethical, and equal rights. And hopefully one day, this program that was created will be destroyed and taken out of our system, and we shall see the true ethics of morale and performance and pay given to everyone who rightfully earned it by working hard for it. But that's just something I wanted to speak about, because that touched me in many ways and really caught me off guard today. But it was definitely something I needed to see, and it was definitely something that made me happy to know that hope is still there and that change can possibly come into effect and become a reality. So yes, this is my daily dose of shit today, from me to you. And yes, it's not a little comical, and yes, it is my opinion in some ways, but I'm sure in many ways it's fact and truth, and that hopefully people that are listening agree with me. Because just think about, what if you had grown up not being white or Asian or Indian, and you had to go through the same circumstances as those who are black? Then would you still be okay with the situation? Or what if things changed and all non-black people had to now do and go through what black people go through today? Would you be okay with that switch? Because clearly, I'm sure the answer would be no. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But until then, enjoy your day. Stay cool. And if you believe in the ethics and morals, pass on the words of Dan Cathy, so that hopefully one day this world shall change. And as always, remember, there are still idiots out there. Wear your tin hats, especially because the truth is coming out, and the truth will set you free.
Thanks for listening to your Daily Dose of Shit Talk Show. If you have some insights, questions, or information of bullshit to pass on, please email us at momentousevents@aol.com. Make sure to come back daily to hear some new shit about money, business, life, and who knows what else, as I take a dump on the toilet.